Welcome back, everybody, to another Last Day on Earth Season 17, that's getting old to say, breakdown style-ish video. Well, I found something interesting, and this was sent to me by somebody on Twitter. I highly recommend going over to Twitter or my Discord, following or joining there, because, yeah, there's a lot more that goes on there than does YouTube. Anywho, somebody sent me these. The level 3 and 4 requirements for Last Day on Earth. Now, before anyone says it, and before Kafir is waiting in the comments with a banhammer, this is from Kafir's own YouTube channel. Kafir themselves leaked these requirements, not me, and not modding. Okay? These are completely fair, and Kafir leaked them themselves. Anywho, let's take a look at some of these defenses that are going to help us in weeks 2 and week 3. So, let's start out with week 2, which will be level 3. We can have those caltrops, as it's called. They're essentially spikes, and if I had to predict what they're gonna do, I feel like this has been in LDOE before, where something tries to go through it and it's slowed immensely and it deals a little bit of damage. The next one, lighter, it requires 2 aluminum, 1 gas, 4 of those rod things that we can get now, and then 1, I believe that's coil, as the game has said. That's the thing that doesn't exist yet and we'll get later in the week. Not sure what that's gonna do. Lighter. Maybe the name has some sort of clue. And then the last one, generator. There are 4 plastic, 4 wires, 6 of those batteries, and 2 coils. Okay, well, I'm not sure how rare coil is going to be, but that seems cheap, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure what a generator is going to do. What, are we going to, like, build a solar panel, go to the underground portion, or are we going to be able to, steal those generators? Or can I bring my own generator from my base, or something like that? And then level 4, we have the hedgehog. LDOE does drop a little bit of this in the thing. I can't actually download this video. What it does is it essentially explodes. So think of it sort of like a mine that will blow up. It costs 2 iron plates, 2 aluminum wire, 6 bolts, and 4 scrap. That's pretty cheap, if I'm being honest. We could start farming that now. Skipping past the other one for a second, we have the slicer. Slicer requires 4 iron plates, 4 belts, 2 gun oil, and 2 drill bit, I want to say. That's definitely the wrong name, but it looks like it. I don't know, maybe. And then the other one, this one's expensive. The Bombard. It costs 4 fiberglass, 1 heat sensor, 4 coil, and 1 drill bit. Now, I know LDOE has sort of put funny names on like the turrets and stuff and called it friend or whatever. So if I had to guess, would this be something like the mortar and it's just LDOE giving it a funny name? Because who calls a turret a friend, right? And so maybe mortar is the bombard? I have no honest idea what it does, but we will find out ever so shortly. You can see LDOE is placing one down in the screenshot, and by the looks of it, it has that first inner circle, the closest circle to it. Maybe that's like the mortar's blind spot, from Clash of Clans or all of those games, where they have that blind spot for the mortar. That would be my guess. And then that wider circle is, in fact, the range that it shoots those mortar shells in, and that'll be used for dealing with the hordes, because even a level 2 horde, if you've seen my other video, you know that level 2 hordes get pretty overwhelming. So a mortar would definitely be very helpful, and then turrets would cover the blind spot, if I had to guess. But maybe I'm just hyping myself up over nothing. We can see one of those lighters right over there. It's guarding, and it's near the front, interestingly enough. I don't know, maybe LDOE is just really bad, or maybe it's sort of a close-hand weapon that needs to be close to zombies, or maybe LDOE is just really bad and decided to put it up in the front. I don't know. Could also be a thing. And then this I quickly wanted to mention. So they're saving AIs. I know I mentioned it was week 2 in the giant breakdown style video, but that's not entirely 100% correct. You can actually save 1 or 2 AIs right now in the present. Right now, we're about to save this character named William. What you do is you go to the abandoned factory and give 2 beans to that character. Then head out to the map. An event should appear on your map called Alex's Workshop. This will be where we get the next AI. So we can get 2 so far. Technically 3 because 1 just sort of shows up. But anywho, here we are at this sort of event. And think of it very straightforward. Honestly, I don't think it needs a giant explanation. I'm just going to commentate over it for commentating's sake, but I don't think it needs like a breakdown style video because it's very self-explanatory. Just follow the directions exactly as the character and game tells you to do. It will walk you through everything to get through it. Right now, you're just watching what I'm doing. You can loot that. I guess that's kind of cool. And then Okay, so find things at back. This part's annoying, honestly, because there are pieces in the back that you have to interact with, and it's all surrounded by tall grass. And you best believe LDUE is throwing in some zombies in that tall grass. And it ends up resulting in a massive gun drain. Look at that. Four fast biters. Unnecessary to kill. I really wish I could just sneak around, get it all, but yeah. Okay, right here I can actually loot this without the floater bloater aggroing, which is actually that's pretty nice. Right about here I know something. Really? Nothing? Oh, okay, maybe I already aggroed everything there. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be zombies here. Yup, and I get the other bush too. That's brilliant. You know, that's okay. Well, okay, last thing here. That's a cool sort of thing to loot. Okay, item found. Why am I running through this grass? Oh, yeah, right. Last one. And, of course, there are zombies there, too. Fast biter, floater, bloater, boom, boom, and floater is down. Okay, loot this up. That zombie definitely should be seeing me right now. And then I just gotta go all the way back, which is pretty annoying. I guess sprint makes it a little bit easier, but back around this sort of tent that we go all the way down. And now we're about to head into the basements. Yeah, finish that. And then it's just going to tell us to head into this basement after we activate this light tower. You can see I'm sort of getting ahead of the game even because, yeah, there we go. Okay. You know, sort of what I wish with LDUE is, you know how other games have that skip dialogue? I wish LDUE had that too. It would make the life so much easier, and I don't have to listen to these annoying AIs. Now, in the basement, don't be an idiot like me. Go open the chest first, and then clear out the rest of the basement. The chest is the most important part, because ultimately you'll just have to run back and forth. Again, I wish I could skip this dialogue. It's so unnecessary. Okay, so here we go. We don't need a hatchet. It's going to have a hatchet required area later. This thing goes down. Yeah, you don't really need the hatchet. Everything around you is attainable from this basement. So you don't need to bring any outside resources or any of that for this event. Opening this up and loot the chest, and then I go repair the generator. Chest getting opened, and now what's really cool about this room actually is we'll take a look at that lab room area where that character is sort of experimenting at. That's annoying. Yeah, hatchet required. At the same time, I'm just trying to complete the event. Let's just finish this. Activate. There we go. Okay, and now the character is going to run over while I mow down these last few zombies into this lab area. Now, the reason why I keep calling it the lab area is because it literally feels like the lab. Watch this. This thing reminds me of that Chiron, whatever, that annoying hard mode boss that insta-kill stomps you. It's alive. Yes, it is alive. And it's going to hit the wall, and what have I done? And then they ask you to destroy it. Now that shock thingy isn't quite as bad as the lab. It's not going to do 60 damage and electricity stun you. It'll just electricity stun you and gradually zap at your health. Here's me trying to get a decent thumbnail for this video. And now that my armor's wearing. Okay, yeah. Boss is going down now. You don't mess with my armor. Okay, well, now this character is going to head back on over to sort of that mining area. And we can see exactly what buff it has. Right there, Captain. There we go. There's Alex, Captain, and William. So right there's the three AIs that can help us. Alex is buff. There we go. And there's William's buff, which gives us random buffs. And then the Captain, which protects. As I said, I will do a full video on all of the stuff that you can do, all of those AIs and all of their buffs in a full breakdown-ish style video. This one, I have no idea what this video was. I guess it's just going over an LDUE leak that LDUE themselves leaked. Anywho, hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's definitely random and a little meh, but anywho, subscribe, ZD out.